All right, hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. It's going to be a bit more of a quiet stream because people are watching TV. But here we have it. We are watching a show called Evil. And we're actually going to do this stream horizontally on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be a horizontal stream by popular request. So popular request from YouTube. My wonderful viewers have requested to get horizontal stream so that you can see what's going on. First in, first. Like, comment. What's going on, Mark Dietz?
No, just follow the psychopaths. Psychopaths seem to like that deep knowledge.
All right, we got Riley. What's going on? Welcome, y'all. By popular request, Mr. Mark Dietz. I'm doing this as a vertical stream so that we can capture more of what's going on. I think this is about as closely zoomed as I can really try to muster up. I mean, obviously I get really, really close, but then you can't see the whole picture. So you also have to deal with my living room and stuff, but you know, say hello to Kat. She's right there.
Hi.
Kathleen's right there. So, you know, we'll see how this goes, Mark. Thank you for the feedback. I take feedback seriously, as serious as anyone can take it. And we'll go ahead and get painted. So it's been a couple days, so I hope my paint's not dry.
So what do you do? This artist is one of the psychopaths. How's the artist?
But I think we're pretty much ready to move into some of these details. Actually, I want to tighten up the details here real quick. Oh yeah, paint is still wet and ready to go. So let's go with that, and let's just tighten this piece up. I want to make some decisions here that, let's see, this neck is going to come right down here, nose is going to come around. Oh. I think this will pretty much do it. And let's see, this piece is going to come around, but then I don't want that to be too high. It's going to come out and right around here, make a mark right there, come down just a little bit. So that means this piece needs to come out, and then right around there is where we want to end the overall design of things. So this is going to come around to the edge of the corner there. And here we go. So I don't think I can see chats as normally as I do. Live chat, all messages visible. All right, wonderful. That's better. So Riley, how's it going? I think you shared a lot about yourself the last time we chatted. How's things going? I think you were saying that you were gonna go out and have some fun with some friends the last time we chatted, last weekend or whatever. So I'm trying to figure this piece out right here. It's gonna come down. I think this neck comes down. That's why. Pops down right under the chin. Brings this down. Should only come to about halfway. For whatever reason, this part still looks kind of big, but we're gonna leave this right here. And then let's start to fill in some of these shadows here. So obviously up here we're gonna have shadow. We're gonna fill in this space around this body part here. Get down into the cheeks right here. Can you hear Cat talking to the cats? We talk to our cats. Who else talks to their cats? If you got a cat and you talk to your cat, raise your hand. Don't type. You don't have to type it in the chat because that would make you weird when talking to your cats. You'd be weird like me. You don't have to admit that you're weird if you feel uncomfortable doing so. I think everybody should talk to animals. It's therapeutic. They listen. And they don't, like, the best thing about animals when you talk to them is they listen sometimes. What's going on? Hey, so it looks like Annie, are you okay? Talks to animals. Yeah, perfect. Best thing about animals is they listen, but they don't interpret. That's, you know what? I just came up with this idea. Maybe the reason why people love animals so much, and I think humans can learn from this, is, you know, humans, anytime they hear a problem, an issue, something, they naturally want to, like, solve a problem, right? Like, or they have, like, a judgment. And, you know, of course, everyone knows, like, dogs, animals, they love you unconditionally. There's no judgment or anything. You know, that whatever, however bad your day, they come to you. But I think what we can learn as humans, when you're talking to animals, why is it so comfortable talking to an animal? Or just sitting with them and letting your emotions flow through yourself into them? Because they don't interpret. I mean, I guess they can, like, understand that you're feeling sad, but they're not, like, you know, judging or evaluating. They just kind of, like, let you be. And let you be human, let you express and feel. So, anyway, I saw a chat message, and it said, from Gabriel Pereira, welcome. Thumbnail reminded me of Kim Jong-ji style. Wow. Oh, what a... Sir, that is the best compliment I have had. Kim Jong-ji style. My goodness. What that is. I think I should just quit painting now that I've been called, like, Kim Jong-ji style, right? I'm done. This is it. This is my magnum opus, my finest work, my grand epicosity, grand epic velocity. I'm making up words right now. My masterpiece, my masterwork. Since I've been claimed to be like Kim Jong-ji, one of the greatest drawing artists who has ever lived. What a wonderful thing to say. Alright, so I'm going to draw the second part of this face down here. And actually it's going to be cut off into different sections. So I'm going to get about this size of a nose. Size of a nose. I want to add a little bit more into this because I want there to be details. Okay. Break down the box.
Remind him, viewers, not remember, moving this box around all day, we'll all have to do. So we're get it to all the other cycles.
You know, one thing that's annoying about YouTube chats when I'm doing horizontal stream is that I constantly have to check back and tap the screen to make sure I'm not missing any chats here. But anyway, let's see. This is gonna go to the nose. We're gonna go up on a hair right here, and then this kind of just cuts up. I have a little section right here, right above the nose. Cut that up. And then, well, too big of a nose, but that's okay. We will adjust that. That's one wonderful thing about painting, is you can make lots and lots of mistakes, and you'll be okay. You make lots and lots of mistakes at painting, and you'll be okay. Now, I'm not saying that's what you should do, right? Like, obviously, what I'm saying is everybody should get everything perfect, exactly right the very first time, and never make a mistake in their artwork. Obviously, that's what I'm trying to say. But one wonderful thing about oil painting is that you can make lots of mistakes, and you can, as long as you have the patience or the time to work on a painting, like, you know, for however much time you need, you can edit it, modify it. You can paint on the same over the same painting for generations. So that's going to be about the length of the nose. I want that to be about the length of the nose here. Mark, Mark, Mark Dietz, stick around, but you pop in and out. It's much better this way, Emmett. Awesome. Hey, well, thanks for the feedback, Mark. We'll work on keeping it going. We will definitely work on keeping it going. You know, it's great to hear from you because it's important to know what other people find important, and I'm glad you share that with me about this horizontal live stream. So if this does become a major thing, I do want to give credit for Mark Dietz for being a visitor who shared some amazing feedback, which was, yo, dude, why don't you do your live streams vertically or horizontally? Very helpful. And let's see, got a lot of shadow here. Let's go down like this. And then just I should just go to the corner of the nose here. Oh, this actually needs to be a bit bigger. So we're gonna go like that. And this is gonna be like that here. That's gonna go cuts right in front of the nose and through the cheek, right past the nose a bit, down the cheek. Okay, there we go. That corner is going to be there. That should be like a little shadow right there. Just getting these details, just looking at these details and sketching them out. Sketching them out. Keeping it nice and simple. Sketch, sketch, sketch. That needs to match with this line, which is great. There we go, right with that line. And we're going to go around right here. And there's going to be a piece that kind of cuts down right here. Down to the edge of this. Okay, there we go. Down right there to the edge. This cuts down. And go up and around to this corner here. Pop this down, bam, wham, bam, and then there we go. So we're gonna go with this piece, and then pop, boom, and then we're gonna go boom, and then boom, boom. Come down a little bit there. And if anybody has any questions, definitely feel free to speak your piece, speak your wonders, ask your questions. Kitty Corn, what's going on? How are you doing, Kitty Corn _0? Great to see some returning wonderful visitors. And let's see, we got the cheek. I feel like the eye kind of looks a little bit weird right now. I might have to bring this in a bit. Oh yeah, that's why. So this can come down, this can come down. Should have two. All right, and here we go. Let's throw in some shadows into this figure now. So this piece will probably have some shadow back here. Probably have some shadow in this corner. Throw some shadow along this face here. And then into the front of the cheek. And then along the front of the chin. On the front. All right. Well, now that we're moving along, let's start planning some color themes here. So I've got a few varieties of reds. Let's go. Let's go first with, what should we do? I don't really want pink. I want like a light orange. Like a vibrant yellow. I guess we could go with pink, right? Let's just do pink. Got this, but let's also bring in some yellow. Yeah, I gotta do it. Oh wait. Let me start. I got the shadow. Shadows. That's one thing that'll happen is throughout my live streams I will speak what's actually going on in this noggin of mine. You're also drawing right now for your Twitter. Hey, fantastic! Are you live streaming on X? So one thing that I do is I do overshare what's going on in this noggin of mine. So what you'll find is that in my humanity, I will go back and forth on things, on decisions, because I'm like, oh, well, what do I need to do? I got to do this, and I also got to do that. And then I find out that I should be doing this other thing. I'm going to do this red ochre here. Actually, I want to make this a little bit blacker. Or darker, I should say. Not blacker, just darker. So maybe what I should add is purple. Or blue. I'm going to add a dark navy blue here. An ultramarine blue. To get this like a purple, red, orange, yellow. Get like a nice blue. And once I mix these two, hopefully we'll get like a nice dark tone to work with. So what are you drawing, Kitty Corn? What's the theme for you today? What is your creative identity telling you to make? And this blue's like not doing anything to change its color. I might need something. This color's not gonna work. Maybe if I just stick with this blue, we'll be good to go. Let's try that. I'm gonna try this like muddy bluish red that we just did. So let's go like this. I'm gonna carve in some shadows right now. And then we're gonna go. And then we're gonna go right here. This is gonna have some creases as we go up. What's up, Kat? What you looking at? Oh. Huh?
Wooden spoon, you know where it went?
No clue, babe.
It's not dirty, it's not where it goes. I haven't been here.
Well, if you're blaming me, I have no clue.
Use it?
I don't think so.
Throw it out.
I doubt I threw out a wooden spoon.
It's broke.
So what am I doing right now? Right now, so you're drawing
I found it.
from the game The Price of Flesh. Huh, never heard of that game. You know a lot of good games, huh? Were you the one that was telling me about Vintage Story? I tried looking it up. Looks pretty neat. Sounds like a good concept. So let's see. Alright, let's go in here, paint a little shadow. So what am I doing right now? Right now I'm taking a dark, like blue-red ochre, and I'm creating the shadows. So the places that need the darkest spaces, the darkest pieces, and creating a space for shadow. And that's what we're working on right now. That's what we'll be working on for quite a while too. It's amazing because once you do start to add in these shadows, like everything kind of just happens to magically come together. It's pretty amazing, really, how drawing and painting works. You just trust the process, and that's it. Like, you just trust the process. I know it's easier said than done to just trust the process, but you really just got to allow yourself to go through the ugly phase of a painting, and maybe the entire painting is just one big ugly face painting. I don't know, but if you allow to trust yourself and continue to work on an area, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to come out with something that you're happy with, because you just got to keep working it until you're, obviously the master painter is going to go, oh, hey, let me lay this brush stroke down, let me perfectly plan this next brush stroke, and let me perfectly plan this entire section, so I guess there's that. If that's the type of artist you want to be, great, but I think for the most part, artists that paint have a lot of flexibility as far as what they can achieve if they just continue to put in time into a piece. I mean, that's probably one of the best things that I learned from a digital art school. So I would sit there and I would watch my mentor, my art mentor. That's what the program was. They gave you mentorship. You had a mentor and you could watch them like work or whatever. So that was one of the most beneficial things that I remember seeing my mentor work, is that he would, and this was digital art, so it's a little different, but he would do digital art and I could watch him make a mistake, and you know, he would make a mistake, and then I would just find that he just kept working and working an area until it was perfect, or not even perfect, but just right in his own unique way, and that was great. That was a great experience. And what that really showed me is that, like, you know, obviously again that was digital art, but if you have the patience and you're willing to put in the time, that you can make things happen. So that looks like the lip. Still trying to figure this lip part out. Oh yikes! So that's gonna carve under the eye. Get some shadow right around here. Oh, here we go. So. Go. Cat, that doesn't smell like lasagna. It smells different. That was actually lasagna?
Nothing's cooking yet except the sausage.
Oh, I see. Oh, did you find my sausages in the fridge?
Yeah, but I'm not using them.
You're not using them?
No.
Okay.
Not my own.
Italian sausage. The Italian sausage. And let's see, what can we do about the neck? I think I could add some of this color into the neck here, just to establish some of the spaces that we have. This can be helpful. All right, so there we go. That's one shadow down, one shadow space, some of the darker areas of the painting. And let's move on to another one. So again, this is, for my painting style, at least for this, I constantly move from like one piece to another, one area to the next. It's just how I do it. That's how I do it. So here we go. This is where, the only thing is, I remember I was painting this part when I was really tired. So it's not as precise, which means I have to kind of figure some stuff out for myself.
He said sexy man in the time.
Hey, people, do you hear that? I'm getting catcalled in my own apartment.
That's sexually harassing.
No, she's not. We do not condone that type of behavior.
Of course,
It's all about your relationship with people, right? Cat is allowed to catcall me.
Hey there. Hi. How's it going? Okay.
And here we go. So this part of the head is going to be white, and then this part has some shadows that go around. I'm going to bring a shadow around the top here. And now I gotta be brave and tackle the nose. But maybe I won't do that right now. Let me keep going in. So what I'm working on right now is to shape out this part, because this is all a space that's right in the dark. But I didn't do a good job of sketching it, so what I have to do is I have to kind of figure it out as I'm going here. But when I did sketch it, you know, I kind of was a little too loose with it. So right now I have to do some problem solving to establish what exactly is happening here. Hey, that's part of the game, right? We all do things. So here we go. Let's paint like this right here. And let's keep going with this color. This is a fantastic color that I feel like I've mixed. It gets all the right shadows just the way I'm looking for. Let's see if any new messages have popped up. You've been starting art when you were like 5. Hey, that's amazing. I'm sure, I don't know if I've seen your art recently, but I'm sure it is absolutely amazing. And that's awesome to keep up with your artwork. Keep it up. That is probably the most important thing, is that you keep it up. Because if you don't use it, you're wasting it. You don't use it, you waste it. So there's something going on here with the eyes. And what I think needs to happen is, oh yeah, so here we go. It's going to come right down in front of the nose. If you don't use it, you waste it. Let's find where this chin forms down right here. And we could basically just pretty much fill this in, just roughly scraping the paint in. Scraping is probably the wrong term to use, but you know, roughly pushing the paint into the canvas. And here we go. This neck will come down right there. And that'll form a triangle, but it'll cut down around the lip. Let's get some of the lip here. Let's figure out what I was trying to do with this piece right here. And All right, let's go to another shadow. I just want to get some of the main shadows down. Oh, we skipped this lady. No, why did we skip her? All right, we get to do this fun one. I love this head because it's such a wonderful, beautiful angle that was presented here. So this is being done with this very dramatic side view angle. And I would, me personally, I would have never thought of this. Like, the classic artists of the world sure know how to create drama with the body. That is, now I'm not for, studying older things just for the sake of studying them or like, admiring them. Like, I believe that, especially modern art, it's more than, just classical paintings that depicted Hercules taking on the infamous lion in the cavern of Medusa. I think definitely, the mythology and lore of the world's most influential figures, but modern art has come a long way. But I definitely think, as far as that, just a simple appreciation for aesthetic beauty of the human form, there is one thing that our ancestors did absolutely amazingly, was figure out how to create drama with the human body. And you don't, it's amazing. So anyway, just admiring my own work. Anyway, so let's go like this. We're gonna bring this down a bit more. I'm gonna try to bring the Adam's apple out right there. And there we go, right under the neck. That create a little light area right here. And here we go. So as you can quickly tell, like as you start to add the shadows, a lot of basically everything starts to just basically take form. And that's what we're doing right now, just creating form. Creating form, not shape, but form. 3D form is what we're aiming for. So, got a nice. Well, you're gonna have to figure out how I'm going to separate these shadows. That might turn out to be a challenge for this piece, but that's okay. We like challenges, right? We all like challenges. Who here doesn't like a challenge? Raise your hand. Yes, nobody. We all love challenges. So, here we go. Get down on the lip right there. Get down on it. Get down on it. And get the nostril. We got a nice, wonderful little nostril. Like, this is such a... I am obsessed with this head right here, because this angle is, like, just so beautiful. My goodness. This angle is just one of the best angles of a head I've ever seen. Now, obviously, I guess it might not be obvious. It's obvious to me because I've been doing this series for a while, but not obvious to everyone else is that all of these are based on classics, basically based on classic sculptures, in case you can't tell by now. So yeah, that's why it has that look, and that's why this has that look. And we're gonna do that again up here, but I'm seeing this eye shape right here. I'm kind of confused at what I was doing. So let's see, let's go back to this. And we were basically carving, yes, this needs to be in the shadow here. A little bit of shadow going up the forehead. And we will continue to work this piece as we, continue on, but for now, I really just want to get the basics down. Around the eye there. So many beautifully dramatic edges right here. And here we go. Let's do the second one up here. We're gonna do the same thing pretty much. I was aiming for the double look here. As you can tell, two same heads just kind of like merging into each other, becoming duplicates. Get this lip right here. Get the shadow chin. Shadow around the chin right there. And I would be so happy if I was able to get this eye on the first try, but I have a feeling that every single piece comes with its challenges, and this piece, it's probably going to be the eyes. Not because eyes are normally hard. I don't usually think eyes are normally hard, but this eye comes from a very specific angle, and that's what creates the challenge that I'm going to have here. But interestingly enough, it's all coming along pretty nicely. So we're going to go around, create the nose like so. Give some shadow to the front of the nose. And as we do this, you can kind of start to see a lot of the forms. Literally just adding these dark areas suddenly starts to create a lot of shapes, a lot of like dimension, I guess. I use the word shapes a lot, but creates a dimension is what I want to say. The dimension. You alright, Kat?
Yeah, it's
Are you hurting yourself?
yeah. Cookies.
Alright, let's do this one down here. Oh. Alright. Let's go. Let's get into it. So we're gonna go down here, bring this piece over like so. inked in this black. Well, I guess this isn't technically black. It's a ochre with red and blue. And here we go. And right here, just using this to shade in a bit. This ear. Another ear. And give this some upward trajectory around the chin. Create the shadow around his lip here. It curves around. And this area, shadow around the eyes. Nostril, of course. Look at the nostril. Come down from this section. Give this neck some color. And there we go. So let's also go ahead. We're going to go into his ear, create some shadows using this color in the ear. Get some shadows right underneath the head. Or the hair, I should say. Not the head, but the hair. That's what we're working on, is the whole head. Let's go on, get the shadow right into here. Let's get some more paint, shall we? Don't be shy with paint. And let's go right into these ear curves. And we're going to go down. Nice ear. Carve that. Should probably do that. That's not really gonna work in that spot. But this is just to create some semblance of like the beginning of hair that we can start to work on here. And here we go. As we continue, you can see how these shadows really start to create multi-dimensionism. Multi-dimensionalism. Isism. I don't even know if that's a... I mean, obviously, I guess multi-dimension is a word, but As far as art goes, I don't know if that's an actual term used in fine arts, but I'm using it anyway. So here we go. Multi-dimensionalism. You know what? This hair, I'm gonna go curve this hair around. We're gonna start adding some curvy hair textures right here. Less focused on exactitude and more focused on just creating what I'm seeing, you know? Did everybody know that Vincent van Gogh, his brother, died within like 6 months of his own death? That's pretty crazy, huh? That's how closely tied they were. Like they died at totally separate times. Or, you know, they died at separate times, obviously, but like suspiciously close to each other. Very quite sad. Quite the chaotic life experience he had. So here we go, just leaving marks down. So adding dimension, dimensionality. And here we go. And here we go. So go straight into here. Create this angle right down here. Get this right up around the nose. Create that design. I'm gonna do that. And the nose goes into the body, so I'm not gonna paint over that. But I think this get a couple creases in the forehead there. So I should go to the top of this lip right here. Go into this lip. we go. So that goes into here. This kind of curves up. Get some curves there. Okay, that's enough on this head. Let's do the smaller version of this head now. And here we go. And got to get this ear, of course. Got to get these ears good. And get some go. Somehow this nose is way smaller on this one, so I'm going to give him a bigger nose. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, extend it out a bit. So I'm gonna have to change this painting up a bit. So we'll see how that goes once we make some adjustments. But there we go. If the nose is gonna end right here, that means this needs to be like right there. So we'll work with that, and then what you eating, cat?
Macaroni and cheese.
I'm gonna tell your brother.
Yeah. She's eating my. She's having a snack.
Every time you eat, I'm just gonna text your brother, cat's eating. Can you do that? All right. So I am using a super fairly thin brush for this, keeping the brush effects very brushy. I'm not looking to be too detailed just yet. Still closing myself on certain details. By closing, I mean the act of deciding, making some important decisions. Important decisions as far as the art goes, right? Obviously, I don't know how I got branded as promoting products, but obviously I'm painting. I don't know why this is a violation of some sort on TikTok, but here we go. So we go get the front of the eye here. So these shadows quickly help you start to make the forms. Make all the animal or all the features of each painting start to quickly appear and make themselves obvious of what these things are, what they're going to be, how it's going to look, just by adding the darkest, where you see the darkest values. So value is an art term. I like to just call them, you know, shadows or lightness or darkness or whatever. But art term is values. And I'll probably be working on this piece at least for a couple of weeks. If not a couple of weeks, definitely quite a few days. Let's go whooshy. Look at the movement this has created. Horses are such majestic animals. Who agrees? I know everybody agrees, right? Horses are beautiful, beautiful animals. And here we go. So we're gonna add a little shadow around the eye here. Okay, this needs to just be some straight, the darkest possible shadow, just going right across, right there. All right, see you in a bit. And here we go. So let's get this nostril here. Create a movement of the nose. And get into some of these lips here. And let's go. We'll create some design right here. Actually, this needs to probably come down a little sharper here. A little sharper right there. And then come sharper across the mouth here. And away we go. All right, so and this will obviously all start to make more sense as we start to bring in more design and everything. Oh. Let's actually add some of the shadow and kind of color in some of the space here. Use this to start to create the multi-value area that we're seeing. All right, let's actually go into the final head with the shadow. Our final face with the shadow. This one seems to be much easier than the others. Really straightforward. Okay, and then coming down with the neck here. This is where all of this can really start to tell how it's going to come together. And let's go like this. Let's get into this ear here. Get this ear done. And here we go. All right, so got this fun part down. Now, let's paint the rest with a bright red. We're going to go in with our vermilion crimson quinacridone rose. Quinacridone rose. Quinacridone rose. Actually, I'm going to use a different brush for this. Let me lay down more paint quicker. So for this, I'm going to use a Rosemary & Co. brush. And let's go for, I said quinacridone rose. I want to use up some more of this vermilion. I've got this vermilion just sitting around. I'm not going to be able to paint too much for over the next 5 days or so. So I'm going to have to make sure that I use up this paint, which means I need to paint a lot today and tomorrow. Fortunately, this this device that I have, this container that holds all the paint, kind of sticks around. It holds paint very well. So fortunately, I can actually use that to an advantage. But what I want to do right now is focus on spreadability of these colors. So if I work on spreadability, actually, you know what? Let's add some. I'm gonna add some Gamblin. This is solvent-free gel. I don't know the exact way to use this, but I just squirt some in. I think it says like 1-to-4 ratio or 1/4 ratio, and I'm gonna use that with my paint. And I hope that that helps me to spread around. Using a lot of paint right there. Helps me to spread it around. So let's go ahead and soften up these features here. Let's make this. Oops. So we're just gonna go in with these colors and keep this nice and bright with these colors. I want these colors to be very, very sharp. And here we go. All right. And here we go. I feel like this paint could totally be a bit thinner, thinned out. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add some mineral spirit. We're going to paint this through. And here we go, going into there, going into there. And I've already painted over the ear, which could be trouble later, but so I'm gonna avoid the ear for now, and I'm just gonna focus on the bigger spaces. And get some lip color there. Here we go. Lots of spaces missing, but I really just want to cover the major spaces with more color here. That's the goal, is to get the major areas with color. Just hit it from all the different angles with the color here. And here we go. Let's keep this moving here. So this is going to have a little bit of a curve as well. Curve, curve, curve. And like that. And this is going to give an opportunity to fill all of the some of the extra spaces. But let's go with this head right here, head of the horse. Come down, bring this down. Get into the eye right here. Oh yeah, I see. So this is part of the design of that. So oh, I see what's going on here. All right, let's go like this. There we go. Again, the current goal right now is not to paint in every space perfectly, but to make sure that I fill in the space so that this will be easier to paint later on. Go get into here. And let's see, so, gotta get this front of the face of the horse's face right here, the horse's mouth. And after we get this down, we'll work on some more figures or more of the finer details of the paint. First step though is to get the main painting down. Ah, and you know what? Never mind. I was gonna say maybe I should paint the hair a different color, but maybe I'll keep it all the same because this is all supposed to be marble sculptures anyway. These are all marble sculptures. So maybe it's not so bad that they have it's all just the same color. So same over here, except this one has more hair. So we're gonna go ahead and paint in this hair. right, and here we go. Knocking out this paint, this tube of paint. It's going quick. Let's do this one first. Okay. I want to paint these down, paint these in. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I don't accidentally, don't start to paint over things that I need. So I'm trying to think of what this, oh yeah, this is the other head right here. So if you paint like me, you know, just be prepared to have to work a lot extra because of the fact that planning phase is much looser. So if you're going to be looser on the planning phase, you got to be able to adapt during the painting phase. And of course, you know, it all depends on style, right? Like we've all got our ways. So still pretty crazy for now. I actually kind of like how it looks though. It's like really this interesting. It's really interesting and wild. But here we go. Let's go into here with some of our red. Our red. And let's see how we're gonna go. Go here. Okay, so let's clean off this brush. We're gonna jump into another brush here. Brushes can take a little while to clean. You gotta like really rub them out. All right. So, the thing I gotta do now is I gotta figure out what color I want the background to be. Thinking some type of yellow or green. I mean, obviously we could just do the contrast of all this. Let's do a really muted green. I think that might actually be pretty nice. Yeah, let's go with that, because I already have like a green and I need to use it. Trying to plan this out, figure out how exactly we're going to tackle this. So we got this, let's see, red, orange. So what I'm thinking here, the opposite or the complementary color of red is green, obviously. And I'm trying to think what if red, if I'm going to use green, I can try other, if I needed to bring two colors together, blue, red, orange, yellow. Yellow, green, blue. So what I can work is with a yellow and a blue. Oh, let's do that. No, we're going to take this green and we're going to put just hints of it into places. Picking it up and laying it down. How's your walk, Cat? What do you mean? Huh? Oh yeah?
You ready for
Okay, well, I'm doing some finishing evening touches, not finishing touches, but some stuff to finish up the night. So what was the last one? Last one was like yellow and green. Oh, it's the same exact color palette. What am I thinking? The same color palette, yellow and blue. I can't do that again.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
What?
What's wrong with using the same color palette?
Or the same colors? I don't know, it's just boring. I don't like to do the same idea twice.
Get it, but something about it appeals.
Huh?
Something about it appeals.
Not to me. It was a kind of a plan. Like, you know, I want to keep the top yellow. You know, I actually had a thought into it, but somehow this is turning into the same palette. But I'm trying to think of how I can change it up. If that was yellow and blue, what's the opposite of yellow and blue? That would be,
Orange and
let's think of yellow, orange.
not primary.
Huh?
Yellow's not primary.
Yellow and blue. Black and white?
Shades of gray.
No, gray's boring. Never do gray. Maybe.
Painting a black and white photograph.
Huh?
It was something like along the lines of painting a black and white photograph.
But I'm trying to think. So if the other yellow is purple and blue is red, but I've already got this red. What colors? You know what? Let's just play with black. Shades of gray, like you said. Let's just go around this. I think black and red make something very dramatic.
Bowls.
Huh?
Bowls.
What'd you say about the bowls?
That's their colors, black and red. Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
Very distinctive.
yeah, Chicago Bulls. I feel like any color would almost look good. But it's about finding the best color that would make this stand out. You know what? Let's just go with lots of black. I'm gonna go with it. Black and white. I'm gonna add some of this cloudy white. Let me take some of the white and mix that in. Just nice thick globs of white. What is that? That's the neck. Okay. I'll look into it. You know what, Kat? I was making fun of gray, but it's ending up gray right now.
I know, I heard you.
Huh?
I heard you say you were gonna go.
With what?
I heard you say you use different shades of gray.
Well, I don't think I said that. I think it's turning into shades of gray. Pretty much because I'm using black and white.
Oh, so you're not mixing the shades of gray?
No, just kind
Oh,
of.
I see. Okay. I like the red though. Red is always very colorful. That's why they don't want you to wear it as background. Right?
Sure.
Oh.
And once we fill in the background of this, speaking of background, you know, filling this in. We can start to work much freer on everything else. gotta go up here.
Right, just let it cool off for a minute.
Oh yeah, okay.
If you want to, I'm gonna eat.
You're gonna what?
You can eat when you want to, but I'm gonna eat.
Now? Okay, that's fine. Thank you for letting me know.
Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Ooh. Burn. Oh my God.
It's like, tell me more. Huh?
Surprised you don't have the door open.
Well, the air conditioning's on.
I know, but you just leave it on in the bedroom.
Okay, whatever.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want it open or not?
Yeah, I'm almost done though. So, up to you. Okay. You're the one who noticed it. I wasn't even thinking about that just now. Just fill in the interesting space around all of these figures. And let's see. Let's keep this going. I'm going to use some more white here. And let's go down here. She hang out with you? Yeah, look at her. She actually likes you. going on out there? Go back to some of this gray. Let's go put it in between the spaces here.
Alexa off.
Lift this up a bit. Oh, it's stuck. There we go.
I'm gonna make a plate.
All right. I'm gonna come make a plate too.
You are.
Yeah. Yep. I'm done for tonight.
Cool.
Got the background in, very dramatic backgrounders, and we're gonna call this done for tonight. Huh?
Hot. Perfect until it slid off the switch.
All right, so as we wrap up, everybody, it's been a great night of painting. Got the background in, got the main colors put in, the red. And we're gonna continue building this up. I am surprised how the gray and the green and the black turned out. I thought it'd be kind of boring, but I guess it's how you put it down. It's not about the color, it's about how you put it down. And I guess we can learn from the classical masters that, you know what, you can make a hand gesture look beautiful. Classical masters knew how to design poses that created drama, excitement, energy, power, all those different elements of beauty all wrapped into one. And that's what we got from some of these characteristics. For now, we're gonna have to call today a finished, and we will be back on another day to finish the rest. So for those of you here, thank you. For those of you tuning back another day, thank you as well. And talk to you later.